Hello! In my last video I talked about things I am nostalgic about. I filmed so much about video games I am nostalgic about and I just couldn't put it all in. This is kind of the intro and then it's gonna look a bit different. I don't know why, but when I was younger I used to obsess over computer games. It started out with my first ever computer that was like mine, which was an old Mac, and I used to play like when I was, I don't know, 2 or 3 with my dad, and there was a children's computer game called Sammy's Science House, and I used to love it. It's still working. And another game on the Mac was Onyx, or however that is pronounced, where you have to like guide a marble around different worlds. The sound it makes when you complete a world, I have that in my head. I think the sequel to that was Bolo, which is also quite cool. Another chapter of video game was the Myst series. Now this is the first one and it's just called Myst, and this is also on the Mac, still working, and it says Windows 95-98 is required to play that. So you can imagine how old it is. The sequel to it, called Riven, which I have played through as well. Then there is the third one, called Myst Exile, which is my personal favorite, and I started playing it again this autumn, but kind of couldn't continue because school and everything, but it's a great game. We have Europe, the fourth, and it's quite cool, that game, because you can customize your character and you can dress it, you can change the facial features, and you see it running around, which is so cool. Fourth and last in the series, I think, is Revelation, and that one has such good graphics from what I can remember. Probably now they're not good anymore, but when I got it for my, I think, 12th birthday, then another game I loved was Crazy Machines. However, I don't have the first one, I couldn't find it, but this is the second one, Crazy Machines 2, and that is even more crazy, it says. It's basically about creating chain reactions with machines and balloons and everything. You just have to come up with a solution, for example, to light the candle, or I don't know. Another big part in my gaming history, Anno 1705, is the game I used to play for hours and hours and hours. There's also a poster, and that used to be hung up on my wall because that's how cool I was. And on the other side it shows all the things you have to create. Have a ship, and then you go to an island, and then you create your own country. You have to build them churches, that is the most important thing. It's an endless game and I really love it. So much nostalgia. I wish I had way more time to play all those games, but apparently I don't have that time because I either do work for school or I procrastinate on the internet. That's what I've been up to in my early teenage years, I could say. Different outro. That was it. I have been on the computer way too much, I think, in my childhood. And yeah, I hope you liked it, and I hope to see you soon. Goodbye! I did watch this movie so many times. Tickets Adventures, Anno 17. Can you not?